In this video I'm going to show you how to use the Photoshop Slice tool, which is a tool designed to be able to add hyperlinks to images created in Adobe Photoshop. I'm going to produce a banner which you can produce for your website if you like. First of all, to do this I need to select the correct size of page to use. So I'm going to go File and then New. In here I want a page which is 30 centimeters by 8 centimeters, which should be about the right size for a web banner. So I'm selecting centimeters from this box here. 30 centimeters the width, 5 centimeters the height, color mode RGB, background contents white, 8-bit, and then OK. I now have a work area which is appropriate size for a web banner. I'm going to make a duplicate copy of the background, so I'm going to right click on the background here, duplicate layer, OK, and I'm going to work on the background copy. I've got 3 images here. I'm going to add them images to my banner to make it look a little bit better. Move tool, move this, resize it slightly, and then I'm going to add some coffee beans. They're way too big, so I'm zooming out, Control minus, pressing Shift on my keyboard to maintain the aspect ratio, and then moving them into place. And zoom back in, Control plus, and down a little bit. OK, press Enter to save them changes. And now my Mr. Bean, again way too big, Control minus on my keyboard, press Shift and make him smaller, press Shift again to maintain the aspect ratio. Zoom in, Control plus, going to make him smaller. OK. And now I have 3 images. Press Enter to save the changes. I'm now going to add 4 hyperlinks. I'm going to hyperlink this picture of a bean. I'm going to have About Us. I'm going to have Menu, and I'm going to have Charity. So I'm going to use the Slice tool, which is this pen tool here. If you hover over the tool, it should say Slice tool. If not, if you right click, you've got Slice Select tool or Slice tool. You need to select the Slice tool. Okay, I'm going to have About Us here, and then I'm going to have Menu here, then I'm going to have Charity here, and then I'm going to hyperlink Mr. Bean there. Now these are the 4 areas which will now be hyperlinked. People can click in any of this area or these areas and they'll get hyperlinked to where you want. I'm now going to draw a text box and I'm going to write About Us in there. Click on the Move tool, move that text to where I want it and resize. Enter to save my changes. Again. And then my text box, I want my coffee menu. Again, I'm going to resize that and move it to where I want it. Press Enter to save them changes. Here I'm going to have Charity, so text tool, to tell people all the charitable things I'm doing with the money they're spending on my coffee. Again, stretch it and press Enter. And the last one, About our beans. Again, Move tool and place that down. Okay, and now I want to set the hyperlink properties, so I need to go back to the Slice tool and then on About Us, right click with your mouse and edit Slice options. Then in the URL box here, I'm going to write About Us. This isn't that important at the moment because when we select SharePoint we can change the destination of these hyperlinks. Okay. However, you do need to set the hyperlinks on Photoshop. URL, this is Menu, and again right click on Charity, edit Slice options and Charity, and then lastly right click on the bean, edit Slice options, URL, about our beans. And OK. Right, my banner is now ready, so I need to save this now as a web object. To do this, if I go to File, and then Save for Web and Devices, click OK. It should come up a page, and as standard this next page should be on the Optimized tab, and it should be an 8-bit image, 256 color GIF. Optimized, yes, GIF 256 colors. So that is fine for a website. I can click Save. Asking me where I want to save it. I'll change the name of this because I already have one of them in this user area, and save. And I already have some of these names saved, so it's asking me if I want to overwrite them. Yes, I will replace them. When I've done that, I can now load up Microsoft SharePoint, and then if I go to File, Open, I want to open the banner I've just saved. Which is this one here, open. Okay, so this is my banner so far. I'm going to open another couple of tabs just so I can check if it works. I'm not going to do all four, I'll do About Us and Menu. So File, New, HTML, and I'm going to write on this menu, and File, Save As. I'm going to call this Menu. It's already called Menu, so that's good. So Save. And then I'm going to File, just putting these in so I can check it works. File, New, HTML, File, Save As. I'm going to call that About Us. And I'm going to write About Us on there. Let's resave that. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm going to relink these to the two new pages I've just created. So if I right click on About Us, Hyperlink Properties, and then Existing File or Web Page, in the current folder there should be a page called Menu in there, which I can see it just there. Click on that, and then OK. And then on this one, oh, I've done that the wrong way around, sorry. So Hyperlink Properties and Menu, OK. And again, right click, Hyperlink Properties, this one's About Us, OK. I'm now going to run this by pressing F12 on my keyboard and just check it works. So F12, it's asking me to save the changes, yes. And then this should load up in Internet Explorer. It's taking its time. And when it does, I'm just going to try both of them hyperlinks to make sure they work. Okay, my apologies. There's my banner so far, About Us, and that should load up, yes, the About Us page. And Back, and Menu, and yes, that loads up the menu page. So, the Photoshop Slice tool. Now you try.